I'm an organizer type of personality. Lists, plans, schedules, that's my happy place, my comfort zone. When I decided to write a novel for the first time, I hit some speed bumps. I had an outline, obviously, being me. I would start to write a scene where something specific needed to happen, and that thing would happen. But other stuff kept turning up as well. The main character has a twin sister. There's a demon portal in the basement. Random details that might or might not have bearing on the story would turn up, seemingly out of nowhere. Looking back on it now, where on earth did I think the story was going to be coming from? But at the time, it felt really freaky. Because it made me feel out of control and uncomfortable, I went too far with the pre-writing, side writing, an outline, then a detailed outline. I created lengthy backstory documents for characters, locations, organizations, magic systems. You name it, I had it, and most of it turned out to have no bearing on the story at all. My approach to the book I'm writing now is pretty much the complete opposite, and it has been glorious fun. I had one paragraph each from the 2 point of view characters, and that was that. I had no idea who they were, exactly where they were, or why on earth they were there. I just started writing and allowed myself to go with the creative flow. She has an eccentric uncle who taught her survival skills. Cool. I can make something of that. He's a bit of a loner, struggles with trust. No problem, I can lean into that. Once I resolved the opening scene shenanigans, I did put my thinking cap on and figured out what needed to happen in the next couple of scenes to move things forward. I still don't know what this story is going to turn into by the end of it. I have sort of a feeling of what needs to happen in the next scene, but after that, not a clue. Maybe something will turn up as I write that scene. If not, I'll put the thinking cap back on and look a scene or two into the future. I'm also skipping the connection bits, traveling, that kind of thing. Basically, I'm doing a Princess Bride, just writing the fun bits. Why spend a lot of time on the connecting bits when they might change later anyway? If I come up against something where I don't know how it works, or if it even quite makes sense, I'll make a note and move on. Writing my first book was a lengthy process, at times torturous. My main takeaway from that I'm taking to this new book is don't get too bogged down in the details too early on. Get the big strokes of the story onto the page from start to finish. Draft 2 is where I can then mold that because I can see the whole plot from the beginning to the end. Everyone's process is different and I'm still learning about mine. It may be different again once I start on book 3.